All right, to the remnant, this is by I'm coming with a quick short. I'm not really good at these things, but I'm gonna try. So I got 2 quick points to make. And rarely you will ever see me this close up, just talking without the word in front of me. But those of you that know the word, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. So I am one that is, as I'm prophesizing as a prophetess, the word of Yah about the warning, blowing the trumpet of this come out. My main message that I began with, and I'm gonna end with, is the flee. And so one of the things that is, that I'm greatly accused of is being someone who greatly twists the word out. They'll probably accuse me of the most fabulous twister of the scriptures ever in brew history, right? But everything I say is proven by the word. And one of the things that when I talk about the flea doctrine, or anybody else talks about the flea doctrine, there's a couple of arguments that they'll put up, and the arguments are not biblical, except one. What would those arguments, when you tell somebody and show them the word of Yah, because they try to use the word of Yah against the word of Yah, what do they say? When you show them all the scriptures, not just Jeremiah and Revelations, but Zechariah, Isaiah, Nahum, Micah, when you show them that all of them talked about get out, leave, flee, what do you hear people, what do they resort to as their last excuse? Give you 3 seconds. Okay, time's up. Usually they will say, well, Yah said to wait on him. I'm going to wait on Yah, because those that wait on Yah shall not be disappointed. Those that wait on Yah shall renew their strength. Those that wait on Yah shall be saved, right? And so y'all use the word against the word, but something got to be wrong if we can clearly see a commandment, and then we see something that looked like a suggestion of faith. Well, what if I told you that the word wait in Hebrew, kawa, as in you say in English, means stand still and wait for Yahweh to pop out the sky and poof you up type wait for a mighty wonder. That wait, the word wait on Yah actually means together. This girl is a witch. She's a Jezebel. No, y'all. What if I showed you that y'all have been bewitched by your leaders, and that the word that you've been quoting the whole time, wait on Yah, means gather together. Gather together. Well, stay tuned, because in the message that I just put out last night, Friday, Shabbat Erev, count the sheep. How will the remnant be gathered? Flee versus wait on Yah. At times 4 hours, 54 minutes, and 33 seconds. I deal with that, the scriptures that talk about wait on Yah, and I prove in his word, not just by definition, but by example, when you have to let the word interpret the word. Yah has taught you the stupid English, a stupid language. How about he said, you're gonna be confounded. When I told you to read the whole thing. And when you see, when he says wait on Yah, that he's describing people coming together, don't make no sense. So go back and look at that, because I'm going to take the lies out of the devil's mouth, and the fools and the cowards and the ones that are truly working witchcraft with twisted language. All right. And so my second point is that I get a lot of challenges based upon brothers or men that read up a little bit of history, watch a whole bunch of YouTube history videos, and look at other people's history videos, and read Josephus and all the history Maccabees, and they swear that they're leaders now because they think they have counted and calculated and have an account of the history. Well, Yah said that the time is going to come that the prophets are going to say, right, they're going to speak on behalf of Yah. Where are the philosophers? Where are those that count the towers? Where are those that weigh? Where are the debaters and the scribes, right? Those terms describe debaters that think that philosophize the Bible, those that spiritualize it, those that think they understand it, and the historians of it. He's going to make y'all all ashamed in the end, because one of the things that y'all keep making a mistake with a prophetess or a prophet of Yah, or me, for lack of a better term, in all of my prophecies concerning the end times, is that you disannul all what Yah's revealing through me, through the prophets, about the warning of how Babylon is going to fall. And you continue to say, oh, that already happened. That happened in history already. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And you pull up some history of the history of some history that Josephus wrote from someone else's account of history. Like, see, that already happened. Well, yes. But what you don't understand is that this Bible, this book that was written by our forefathers, is a full account of the whole world, from the beginning, from the fall of Adam to the end, which is the return of Hamashiach, when he reigns and rules and conquers all in all. And every prophet spoke about the beginning and spoke about the end. Every prophet. And so as we have lived in a new world right now, what they don't understand about history is that Yah's laws apply to a spirit of a matter. Yah's judgments are universal and applicable to every nation that has repeated the same judgments of sin that he historically prophesied on the ancient nations. So we have prophecies about Nineveh. We have prophecies about ancient Babylon, about Jerusalem being sacked. You know how many times Jerusalem been sacked? It's not over. You know how many times Babylon, in the original Babylon and the spirit of Babylon has been sacked? Over and over. Sodom and Gomorrah, all of these. And so they have been predicted. Yes, all of the prophets wrote their history. But what they don't understand is that history repeats itself, and history goes circle. It goes around in a spiral, and it continues until it's completed, right, to the reign of Yahushua, when he brings the beginning to the end and the end back to the beginning. I say again that we live in a new world. And so the new world that we live in, Canada, Mexico, Peru, America, Brazil, Guatemala, the islands, Jamaica, they don't have names, y'all. They did not have names back then. But there's a whole new world, and that prophecy is talking about this whole new world and everything that's going to happen, and every nation that's going to be conquered or fallen through it. And it's done through the prophets of old time that told about historical events that's going to repeat itself, because the nations that we have today have repeated, have built their economies, their systems, repeated the sins, the spirit by which they rule in authority, and the spiritual occultism by which they have gained their power is based upon the old world. And so the judgment of the new world that has repeated the same spirit of the old world has already been prophesied. And in particular, there are things in those prophecies that may apply to some of history that are distinct only to the things that are going to happen and haven't happened yet, and you never knew they were going to happen. Tell me who was the Prince of Rosh in AD 70. Tell me who was the Prince of Rosh. Where was Gog and Magog in the time of Nebuchadnezzar 7? Where was that? These are new kingdoms that have taken on the spirit of the old. And so this is the mistake that y'all making. And when history repeats itself on you, you will remember that you were warned what is going to happen, because you would not have learned the lesson. And you're going to cry like you never cried before. You're going to wish you had to listen to the voice of a trumpet and not be so smart and wise in your stupidity. And that's what I have to say. So y'all can come at me with 1,000 history. I'm a prophet, and the prophet spoke from the past, present, and the future to the very end. Chew on that. until the next one. That's what I got to say about all y'all that come with me thinking y'all gonna break me down with history. These things happen, you know. We did eat our babies. Isaiah 3 already happened. Oh, it's about to happen again. Right? All right. And so I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom to y'all on that one. Have a good week. Please go back and listen to my message. I know I'm the hollering prophet. So be it. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.